Hello and welcome, each and every one of you. With you today is me, Daiga, multilinguistic international coach therapist from DCTcentre, and joining me today again is Sofie Collette, high sensitive astrologer, light warrior, standing for independence and empowerment for the people, and much, much more. Hello, Sofie.
Hello, Daiga. Nice to see you again.
It's very nice to have you on my show again. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
What you bring for us today? I understand you start very exciting things going on. So what you bring for us today?
I wanted to explain a bit more about the holistic and spiritual network I'm creating in the UK, but also actually in other continents and other countries. I have colleagues who do spiritual and holistic work in other locations, and we're all connected actually. And it's part of, let's say, of the choice we've made over the last 2 years to not choose a certain, would say, direction. We are stepping out of the system, stepping out of the matrix, stepping out of the system, where we create our own holistic spiritual network, and that is starting to get a bit more now structured, because I do want to build up a network from the ground up, completely new, not based on any old structures or foundations, really something very new. And a lot of us never felt right in the system, or felt that they didn't fit in, because people used to have put people in boxes and label people, and that is not what we want. This is old school, old systems. We want to create a new way of doing things, a holistic, spiritually based network that provides any kind of services, emotional, mental health, support, spiritual development and support, even physical and health support if necessary, because we have people from all kinds of walks of life and who have all kinds of skills, and who are trained maybe not always in the traditional way. That's also something we want to encourage, because the traditional way is not always the way forward, as we have seen now over the last 2 years. We need to build on a new vision, a new world, away from the system, because the system has let many people down for all over the years. So if we can create something for the people, from the ground up, then it's going to be a very different energy, and people are going to find more what they're looking for, actually.
How you came up with this idea?
In the beginning of 2020, when things started to be very difficult for a lot of people, I was thinking myself, I did a complete life change. I just changed my life overnight on a professional level. I left my job, I did extra training, but I didn't train in a traditional system. I went onto a private system that is actually more open and not stuck in the system, in the university or college system. A training in coaching and counseling that really has results, but it's completely private. So it's, you have to fund yourself. You don't get any funding from anywhere. And so I saw this was something that really worked, that was based on working from the heart, logic, close to yourself, keep it simple, down to earth. in helping people in their traumas, in very, let's say, difficult times, emotional and mental support that they actually need, where the system is actually letting people down, or they have that many sessions and then they're left in the cold a lot of the time. And as we know, the traditional psychotherapy way is not enough. Okay, it provides something, but it's definitely not enough, and it doesn't give 100% result. You have to add holistic, alternative, spiritual aspects to create a whole, let's say, therapy that is actually working for people and 100% healing. Because otherwise people are left in a victim role, are left in the cold, feel like there's nobody out there that really can help them. So yeah, the idea came from this training I've done in 2020, where I felt I didn't fit in nowhere. The system doesn't want me. Even I had like twice they've reached out to me for a job when they saw my CV on the line, and I got refused because I haven't got the proper traditional diploma. So even with my competence and my capability, they didn't want me, because I'm sure I would be doing a much better job than the traditional psychotherapist. And that's really is a shame. You even don't get a chance in the system. So my vision was, well, if the system doesn't want me, I'm going to create my own network. I'm going to create my own platform for people who don't fit in into the system, who always were the loner, the black sheep, that never really suited the system, or all those qualifications you need to be working there or there and really helping people, whether it's young kids or adults. That's why I actually came up with the idea. It just grew on me over the 2 years, where I'm thinking, I don't fit in. How can I create something where I do fit in? And other people like yourselves, like a lot of people around us now who feel like the system is not working for us. We don't want to go back to the system because it doesn't serve us in any way. We feel trapped. We feel we can't express ourselves. We feel we can't really help people. And this is a way forward for me to create our own parallel, let's say, mental and emotional, spiritual network.
That's I actually you mentioned like us, because really I find myself the same thing. System really doesn't want me.
Yeah, a lot of people have left their jobs in the system as well, whether that was NHS or companies who provided certain services and jobs that you were in a system that you had to follow a certain protocol, and the protocol doesn't suit us. We feel like, oh, this is not working. This is really suffocating us, because we want to help people and we're not allowed to do certain things. And that is frustrating, very frustrating. So we're stepping away completely from systems where you need proof of this, registration, insurance of that, and even then, even if you look at the Reiki Association right now, where there is a real issue going on, I know a lot of Reiki practitioners that have stepped away from the association of Reiki, because they are supporting a certain narrative. They are supporting that they have to be vaccinated to be working. Yeah, I saw the letter of one of my friends who's been in the Reiki Association for years, and she received an email that they are supporting to be jabbed. That is not a choice.
That's really surprising for me.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me, because yeah, Reiki is one of those things that has been used in the system and was the only thing allowed in so-called the system. and in hospitals and so on to work in a sort of holistic way. But there's a reason behind that. They would never allow anything else because they actually hijacked the true intention and the true, let's say, healing way of Reiki through money and through control. And that is not the energy that you want to work with. Absolutely not. So she left the association with a very heavy feeling. And I was thinking, oh, it gives me even more reason now to start my own network, to start my own sort of platform for the people who don't find themselves in those systems any longer, who say, well, actually, I don't agree, I don't want this, it's not what I'm looking for. So, yeah, you know, it's the start of something, and we don't want to build on old structures or old foundations. We want to start from scratch. And that is my intention with the whole thing I'm setting up.
How you plan to actually, I can understand connecting people who is close one to another and connecting this network, how you will be connecting network from other countries, other continents?
Well, it's through mainly my social media and my contacts who have other contacts. I have friends in South Africa. I have people in the US, in Canada, in other countries in Europe. So because I'm myself not British, I have a lot of, let's say, connections to different people, and they know people who are looking for the same thing, and they connect them as well to me. So it isn't just, it's a start. It's a growing network of people. It's at the start, but we're going to get there. It's seeking the right ways of making something happen where everybody is equal, where there's no control or anybody above or better. It's about supporting everybody's what they're doing, their specialties, because we all have talents. And maybe you will be able to help this person who comes for help better. And if you think, well, it's not really my specialty, I'm going to forward them to somebody else. I'm going to refer this person to that one. It is a slow process, but yeah, I know there are already some platforms who have been doing a similar thing out there. But I still feel it's too much based on old ways where I feel I don't fit in either. Because
I actually find very interesting that I am in CC, Connect Consciousness.
Yeah, no.
And I find it's so structured. They are claiming that they are out of structure, but actually it's so structured that you cannot step one step without asking somebody's permission.
I step away from that because that is based on control.
Yeah.
And sorry, I know who's behind that. I know that person since many, many, many years, who he is, and I completely want nothing to do with that.
Main person?
Now, is it?
You're talking about main person there, yeah?
About Parks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stay away 100 miles from him, okay? I don't want anything to do with that person. Nothing. He's evil. I'm sorry.
I don't know him, and I joined this network because I thought at some point like I will be joining some freedom movement and something like that. Yeah, I hoped.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And I was once on a meeting and I didn't like it. There is every Wednesday, I think, meetings, and I didn't like it. And second time when I was coming back on meeting just recently, I came on a meeting and introduced myself and asked them, maybe you want to join me on my show, yeah? And this, how they coordinator straight away stopped me and told me that I need first contact her, ask her permission to invite people to my show. Excuse me, where is your sovereignty?
Yeah, sovereignty. I mean, there's no sovereignty, there's nothing there.
Nothing. It's just complete control. You cannot even come on a show, yeah, without permission. Excuse me. They don't own those people, yeah.
No, I stay away, really. I have my reasons. I can't go into detail, but I have the evidence from multiple people. And yeah, I know that man who's behind the organization. And I'm sorry, we are talking about very evil, evil, evil people. I've seen what they have done to certain people I know personally. And for me, this is a big block. I'm blocking that out of my life. Far and away.
I think I will be blocking them out because it's just my 2 experiences with them didn't went well.
No, so that should tell you everything. You have to follow your gut feeling. If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't sound right, then it's not right. Simple. Keep it simple always with people. If something isn't right, you have to question it. Why doesn't it feel right? And then, people have to take their own, make their own mind up. But yeah, no, it's a big, big no.
Yeah, that's why I'm very, very happy I actually joined your network because
where everybody's free to do what they want. They don't need permission to do anything. They do what they want. But we need to be connected. So the more we're all connected, the stronger we get, and the more we can achieve as a network and reach out to people who need the help, who need the support, and so on. We can refer people to each other, whether that is clients, whether that is the therapist itself, because we all still are in the learning school and we all grow and evolve constantly. And there's so much to be learned still, so much we have to deprogram from everything we've learned. We have to relearn a lot of things, get back to basic, to nature, holistic.
I think at the moment, I think I done very good at school, not learning much, not remembering much of school program, because everything now I find I have to, with very fast speed, learn from zero.
We all have to learn very quickly now.
Mm-hmm. Because there is no time anymore. How you feel? I at the moment feeling that something has to happen.
Oh yeah.
It has to happen, and it has to happen soon. I can't put my finger on it when exactly and what exactly.
Yeah.
But I have this feeling. Do you have the same feeling?
Yeah, because energies are very constantly up and down. It's like we are being shaken constantly. I feel like we are being up, but it's like this constantly. It's like something has to come out. But I do honestly believe over the next, say, 4 months maximum, we are going to reaching a huge point where things going to really turn, where it's going to become all in our favor, the ones who are not in the narrative, that we will start to see some good things happening I mean, like good things, I mean, change, that it can't be ignored anymore. It's going to be so in our face and so clear, that we gradually are going to have to be ready, really ready to step in. But I still feel and see that is not coming overnight. It is just still crumbling. It's like an iceberg, an ice mountain that is melting, and constantly heavy pieces fall off, heavy blocks of ice falling off now. And it's coming into the mainstream media more as well. I see in different countries that things are becoming more clearer. But still, I'm not saying it's not going to be, it's going to be difficult, I still believe, for many. But something has to happen, it's going to be too clear, because the inflation now that we have seen, in the economy, who can afford this kind of life? Who can afford this kind of living? Most people can't. So people will have to do something, or they're going to start, I don't know, maybe it's going to be violent. It's going to be starting to be more, there's something very seriously wrong in the world, and people feel it, that things are very wrong. And yeah, it can't go on like this. So how long will people stay calm or quiet? How long, because nobody, let's say, gives up anymore. People just don't listen anymore. We just do what we want, because we don't want to be controlled by a system that is not there to help us. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. Even
I
with
think many people feel the system is letting them down in one way or other.
Yeah, exactly. They will feel it, in, like you say, in one way or other. They feel let down, left in the cold. There's nobody there to really help them. Yeah, I mean, I still have a very positive view on the future, but it doesn't mean it's going to be easy to get through the muddy parts, through the difficult mud but I still have a view that the people who want to move on, that we will have the future that we want. And like I say always, you create your own reality with the energy that you send out.
You just take out, you've been talking, and I just wanted to say you are creating your own future.
Yes.
And you just say the same thing.
Yes. Yeah. That's my
Everybody who is watching us need to remember that they are creating their own future, and if they put fear, letting fear take over.
Yes. People have they've done that for a long time now. They have been living under the state of fear. That's actually a little book as well. It's really good. I can recommend it. State of Fear. I left it somewhere. I don't know where, but it's a programming and a controlling with fear that people have been under for decades. But it has never been so bad as the last 2.5 years, where people seriously have been put in a state of fear, and they still are, but it is recognizing it and stepping out of it, not accepting that anymore. Say, you know what, I have no fear. I'm not taking this anymore. I'm not letting my life be ruled by fear or control. And that is actually the power. You start to step into your own power. You start to step into your own control of your own life. You can't, you can control from within, but no external force should control you from outside. That is not right. That is absolutely wrong in every sense. You should do what you feel is right for you. And that is still a big problem with people. People don't know who they are and what they are. They are lost.
And even I think, even when you know who you are and what you are, even then the system tries to bring you back in the system.
Because you so-called need it.
This, you get this fear like on not having money, not enough money, not enough to survive. Yeah.
Yes.
You still have this on your background, even then, if you understand everything. I totally understand people who are frightened and at the moment completely confused, because it's not easy if you don't have like complete inside knowing about things and understanding yourself, and you haven't done job on yourself, then you are in complete confusing situation. You don't know you coming or going.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is why the emotional and mental support is so important right now for many people. It's not that they need 10 sessions usually. They need the right support to get them back on track and to teach them how to step in their power, how to create their own reality. Teach them about energy work, how energy and your thoughts can create positive things and attract positive outcomes. So there's a lot to be taught. We all have to go through the experience ourselves before we can teach others to make them understand how it works.
Yeah, I think the biggest lie what always have been, even with sort of holistic movement, in system, I find the biggest lie was, okay, everywhere is law of attraction, law of attraction. You need to use law of attraction, you need affirmations, okay. But is very huge difference if nobody tells you about you need to put energy into it.
And it's not only
and that nobody telling.
True. Plus, there is one big thing about this all. You can all know this, but if you don't believe it, it's not going to work. It's all beliefs.
First of all, you need put energy in. Secondly, you have to believe it. You're doing something. From heart.
Otherwise, if you don't do it from the heart, it's not going to work. Yeah, exactly.
Do you have the same with your clients? I find with my clients is like, if you're telling them you need to do affirmations, they are like, okay, I'm healthy, wealthy, happy, and blessed. Yeah. Okay, beautiful affirmation. But if you saying like in the morning, you're waking up and you're reading list of affirmations like that,
it's not going to work.
Yeah. I don't think it will work. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not like it's not like
energy has to be there. Your willingness to be this healthy, wealthy, happy. Yeah, straight away. When I'm telling this, straight away the energy changes. Yeah, but I'm healthy, wealthy, happy, and blessed.
Like this. Sorry. It's quite funny because we all have to learn this in a way. And if your belief system stops you, blocks you from believing it, it won't happen, of course, because we all have that belief system that blocks us, that stops, that says on one side, oh no, you can't, or, gives you the negative feedback. And then on the other side, you hear, of course you can have everything is possible. It's a toolbox. And we all need
all
to
the
get
time something like is arguing between.
yes.
In
We have
one
to
ear
get
is
rid of
one
that.
thing, in another ear is another thing.
Yeah, yeah. We have to really get rid of that. We have to unblock, or get rid of the factor, the different things that stop us from achieving. I have to work on that as well. It's a
Me
non-stop.
too.
It's a constant learning.
Work on yourself.
I have to sometimes think, why didn't this work? And some things have worked really well. Yeah, it's like with meditation. I'll give you an example. Over many, many years doing spiritual work, you learn about meditation as well. And a lot of meditations are done in group. Well, actually, for me, it doesn't work. It is, for me, yeah. I've done many over, let's say, 30 years of different group meditations, and I stepped away completely from it because there's something not right with the energy for me. I can't help it. I can't really explain exactly why, and I don't want to offend certain people maybe who may be watching this and feel like, oh, why does she say that? No, that's my personal experience. Everybody.
But here we talking about personal experiences. We're not telling anyone that we are the persons who are experts in everything, and you need to take our advice or our thoughts, because we talking from our perspective how we feel. So each of you who listening our video is just need to make your own minds up. Yeah,
absolutely. People do what they want. That is the freedom of choice.
Yeah,
free will, free choice. But for me, it doesn't work. I have to meditate very different than people maybe think. I have to really relax, sit down on my own and focus on a certain image and vision and draw that energy in with no interference of, let's say, anything, really. And then it works for me. Then I really connect, then I attract. But I have to be really in a neutral state of mind, not expecting, not being negative. I just have to keep myself very balanced and grounded. And then for me, I just meditate, just walking around, even doing stuff, whether that is, cooking, or I can also do that. But I can also go in a deeper state where I have to sit down and just focus on the images, on what it is I want to draw in. And I've been listening to different people who meditate. Recently, I listened to this American guy who was like a monk and who did meditation for quite some years. And he was really interesting. Through him, he taught me some of the techniques. And for me, it worked. He just gives you some tools, and then you can try it yourself. And for me, it did work, what he did. I had like a private session a month or two ago. Had a chat, a free open chat with him. He's a spiritual coach, holistic. He's a psychotherapist as well, but he uses the spiritual and the psychotherapy as well in one. And he has a business where he does help spiritual and holistic therapists and healers to promote their business, to in marketing ways, because I think us therapists, we are the worst business people, to be honest.
Yes, I totally agree.
We as therapists, we are not business people. It's just not us, We provide therapy and healing and that kind of stuff. We are not business people.
We wait for people to knock on our doors. We're not running around pulling people in. Yeah.
So
and thinking about strategies how to pull people in. So
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I had a free session with him, and it was really, really interesting. So he gave me some free tools.
Maybe you can pass some tips for
Yes,
us.
yeah. Well, he had like this meditation exercise that was actually through his platform that you can then get from him if you had an appointment with him. But I can direct you to him, Daiga. You should actually go. I'm just thinking about by talking on this chat interview now with you. I'm going to pass you on his details where he contacted me, and I would say get in touch with him.
And if our viewers don't forget, we are actually on a live show.
Yes.
Sometimes I myself forgetting and I start talking about something and I just chat like we both chat normally. So we are on a live show.
Yes.
So
Yes.
everybody, Sophie will give me those details, and everybody who will want those details can contact Sophie. Sophie's all details how to contact her is below the video, so you can contact Sophie, and I'm absolutely sure she will share this information with every single one of you.
Yes, absolutely.
And yeah, so we are on a live show, and let's probably give us maybe a couple tips from this, what you learned.
It's actually bringing yourself to a state where you go in a deep relaxation, go into a place where you want to be, like is it in nature or a nice beach, to really be there. You have to visualize that you are there. It's nice temperature, it's nice beach, the water is clear, it's like nice and warm, not too cold. And you sort of go into that mindset where where he taught me this sort of story. It's like a story, that you climbing up then the hill where there's a special entrance to a cave where you walk in. It's full of crystals, and you can imagine all of that, all these crystals, and you can make 3 wishes in that cave with all the crystals. And every time you make a wish, there's a butterfly coming into the cave and flying out. So I use that sort of visualization to do my wishes, and actually everything started to happen. It was really interesting, and I went really in a deep relaxation. That feeling when you sort of hanging between sleeping, but you're not. You feel like you're hanging in between because you're in deep state of relaxation. So for me, his meditation technique did help. It did help. And sometimes listening to somebody's voice can be very relaxing, or has also a healing effect. So there are different ways to do this. It's a type of hypnosis in a way, where you bring people.
I actually find the meditation, especially guided, as I am hypnotherapist myself, yeah. I find especially guided meditations are hypnotherapy, really.
Yes, they are.
You listening to somebody who is giving you this scenario, but you actually under sort of that person's hypnosis then anyway.
Yes. True.
You can and if you go deep, very deep, you actually hear only that person's words.
Yeah.
You cannot even hear anything what is around. You just hear that person what is telling you, and only that person can take you out of this deep state of where you've been going. So
exactly.
So I think that's okay. It's great if you call it guided meditation, but it's actually hypnotherapy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
aware
so
of that because it's also the way they work with past life regression. That's also very similar to that, where past life regression is helping people to come to the place where they need to be, to see, where they have been in a past life, possibly. So I think it's all very close to each other. A lot of the
mhm.
therapies and like even a lot of the techniques that I naturally use myself are actually close to other forms of therapy and coaching. But sometimes you just follow your heart. You just know it feels right to do this. Um, and it helps. If it helps for people, that's what counts. How you do it is not that important. It's when it gives you the right result and it really helps people. They walk out your door or they have a session and feel much better. Then you know you've done a good job.
Yeah, I find that I with every person I really meditate on it. I'm calling my guides to help me with every person. I like calling in my higher self.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
I work with that because I'm as Reiki practitioner, I don't do Reiki healing as such anymore. I done for a little while, but I don't do that. But I actually combine everything what
Yeah.
I learned over the years. And
Yeah.
I'm like working with client even on internet, yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
straight away bring this Reiki energy and making this Reiki ball before session, yeah, and sending this Reiki energy ball to my client.
I like that.
Yeah, it's great actually. The client already is like energized and prepared for session. Is this calmness, and I can feel the it's feels different than I done before, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I bring everything that to my sessions, what I know
Yeah.
and what I know works. And when you ask your guides to support you, then always comes the right for this particular person, yeah,
Yeah. True.
treatment.
So
And we get away from our main point, what we're discussing today, about you creating your beautiful connections.
it's all
And
got with each other. It's all connected, interconnected. So
I just think we need to go back a little bit where we started and take from the moment when you done very well your very first holistic event. Can you please tell everybody about this event
yes.
and then what's happening now?
Yeah, well, end of April, it was our first new earth, new world, whatever you want to call it, holistic spiritual event in Dorchester, just outside Dorchester. It was in a village called Morton. There's a lovely village hall there. And it was sort of a tryout to see, what would happen, who comes to it, and connect all of us who are not in the narrative to offer our services, our help, specialties we have, holistic healers, all kinds of therapies and modalities that people could experience a little bit in session, or people who offered their, business to see, I do this, I sell this, I help with that, whether it's flower essences, whether it's crystals, whether it's with aromatherapy, whether it's with holistic massage treatments, whether it's mental and emotional support, hypnosis, NLP, EFT, rapid eye movement therapy, lots of, let's say, holistic health and stuff, the nutrition side as well, healthy healthcare products, EMF protection, people who make things themselves, who make nice products. So there was something for everybody, and that was a success. The practitioners themselves were really pleased with the day. It was really good. It was just a nice day to connect with each other. People who came loved it, and I want to continue to a next one. I want to create a next one, a bit bigger, a bit more specific in certain fields. And we're getting there, but it's gathering the people together, but also bringing something in a different way. If people can't attend the actual festival or the network day, we'll have like a virtual tour, so people can look at the network day on a virtual level and choose maybe what they want from their homes. See what do you want, what you're looking
Now
for.
I need to speak to you privately, because in my head just came one idea. So
Okay, we'll talk after.
we need speak privately afterwards. But yeah, I understand the next event will be on 23rd of July, if
Oh,
nothing
sorry,
changes.
no, it's been cancelled. I'm sorry. I haven't been able to contact everybody, I think, but it's been
You didn't
cancelled.
contact me about it.
I'm sorry about that, Daiga. It's just been a bit hectic. That's why I sent a new mail out over the last.
But you, at the moment, you are working for with another event, and it will be announced.
It will be announced when things are rescheduled and everything is sorted again. There were a few issues that that just happened, and
Life is happening. So
yeah.
life is happening. Sorry, I bring this up. I just didn't know. I didn't know about that. So
Sorry about
yeah.
that. Yeah, it's trying to reorganize something that will work better, to be honest.
No problem. We will let know our viewers when time comes, when next event will be available, so those who are around our area, so they can manage to come live.
Yeah, exactly. And what I also want to make clear is, okay, we are maybe a network of all people on the same page, but we are welcoming everybody, that needs help, assistance in some way or another. And we can refer the right therapist or practitioner to you then. That is also the whole point, to offer the help to everybody who asks us, and then we can see what is the best way to help you. What therapy modality practitioner is going to work for you. And then, that is the way how to do it, I see, to be honest. And we as practitioners, therapists as well, I've made some choices which has affected my clientele. But anyway, that is my choice and only mine. It is what it is. And for everybody, there's somebody, for everybody and everything, there's somebody that is able to help you.
I think every fisherman has their own fish.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So nobody else will catch tough fish. Which one is for this fisherman? So
yeah, exactly. And also, there's many people who provide same treatments or therapies. And what I also want to really, really point out is that it's not a competition. It's not a competition. It's about helping people. Because I had somebody saying, yeah, but this person is already doing the same thing as I do. I said, so what? What is the problem?
It's no such a thing. That's the point, is no such thing. Even if we, let's say you and I finish same courses, let's say, yeah, if even we finish same courses, we are completely two different people.
Yeah, different therapists.
We have our own inner soul, own inner self, which one still interprets these courses different way. There is no such a thing as same experience for two people.
Yeah. And
If
also,
you are even in one, let's say, close area lift with somebody else, riding in same lift, you still have different experience than other person.
yeah.
So nobody is absolutely the same, even with same skill set.
Yeah, exactly. People still choose who they want to see, and that's fine. Even if you offer the same service or treatment, it's fine. We have to have that freedom and that choice and not see it as competition.
I think that's a big at the moment thing to get rid of this mindset of competition.
Yeah.
You are my competition. You need, I remember when I started half year ago, when I started my show, I thought, no, I can't really interview and have a chat with like same coaches as me, yeah. Because now it will be like no clash, yeah. We doing same thing, so I advertise somebody else, and it was like that kind of mindset, and I very fast start like change this mindset. No, it's nothing to do with, I can nicely speak with every single one who does something, yeah, because it's nothing to do with competition.
No, that is an old
Yeah.
mindset from the old world.
Yeah.
We should be here to help each other, not to compete with each other. That is not the. I mean, if you're still in that mindset, then you're not in the right place.
Yeah. So like I said, this very fast I was like sitting down. No, it's not happening. No, it's completely no. Because you all, and then we again getting to that point what we talk before, that we all have to work on ourselves constantly. You need to recognize, because you bound to go back to this 3D thinking.
Nobody wants to go back to 3D thinking.
Yeah, but we bounce back.
Yes,
we can't at the moment. Is this point when we are moving, like I'm very lucky and happy when I manage to like all day be in some higher vibration, yeah?
Yeah.
And slip down in this low vibration just few times a day and recognize and bring my energy level back, yeah? But it's, you really all the time have to work on yourself to not slip in to old habits, to old programming.
Yeah, be very conscious of that. Same.
And all your thoughts and all what you're doing, how you acting, how you reacting to situation, constantly need work on yourself.
Exactly.
Even us, and I've been working on myself for 10 years, more than that, yeah? So,
exactly.
Even us, and imagine our clients who is not enough just affirmation in the morning and affirmation in the evening. Not going to help.
It's not going to solve everything, no.
No, not happening. I have quite few clients who thinks that if they came to me, if I'd give them all what they need to know, they read through, yeah? And affirmation in the morning and affirmation in the evening is perfect.
Solves everything.
It's
No.
not going to happen. Everybody will have to work, and now even more than before.
Yeah, even more than ever now. It's definitely true, especially because we are in a speed process now. Everything is happening so fast. Have you not got that feeling as well? Everything is, although we are in a long process of breaking down of an old system, everything does happen fast in a way, because what is going on now, in the past, it would have taken us so much longer, and now everything is speeding up.
I know for me, days, times, weeks, I'm getting completely lost. I need like 10 times a day check my calendar, yeah, to keep my appointments.
Which day are we? Yeah,
No,
I know.
which day we are.
Yeah.
Which day we are, what time is my next show, or what time is my next client.
Yeah.
It's not like only once. I used to be very good on timekeeping and knowing my diary in head. Yeah.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
But now every single thing I'm writing down and then checking on daily basis regularly. Just
I get it.
Yeah.
We lost time.
We lost time completely. I don't know. It's morning, it's evening, it's okay. Just now been morning, now is evening. Okay, now I need to do this. Now I need to do this. So it's all over the place. But I think it will be even more speedy till actually everything changes and all. Imagine it's not only us who are completely changing, it's all world around us.
Yeah.
Earth around us is changing.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's very huge.
Yeah, and if people can't keep up, they will struggle. You know, people have to keep up with the pace. They have to learn now very quickly. Don't you feel that as well? They have to learn very quickly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to really struggle to get there.
I think lots of people who never done this inner work like we did, lots of people will struggle big style with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why we are here. We are here to help each and every one of you. So if you need help, if you need support, contact me, contact Sofie, contact many people who are around you who doing similar work, because you will need help. It's much easier to understand yourself and learn how to deal with all situations if you have somebody by your side like us.
Yes.
Because I try at the moment in every my show, I try to give some advice, some bits and pieces from myself. Also, I'm bringing in people who are helping others. And again, their knowledge is shared, but that's not enough for person who needs these changes. It's not enough.
They need individual support and help to get there, you know, and sometimes even a few sessions can make a huge difference. I've seen it with one of my clients here locally, a very nice woman, gone through quite a bit of traumatic times over the years, and with a few sessions she really became stronger and really felt, bring it on, you know, she was ready. It helped her to put everything in place and accept things and really move on and take control of her own life.
Yeah.
A few sessions can really make a difference.
Yeah. So I encourage everybody, please contact us, because now I'm working on what you can afford. So even if you don't have much money, you still can come to me, and we agreed how everything else will come. Money is not the most important thing in the world. That's what we've been told, and that's how all world was working, but money is not the most important thing.
No, it's not. But yeah, I mean, I've been doing a lot of free or or little paid work over the last year and a half, actually. Here and there.
Since lockdown, I start doing this what you can afford, because
Yes.
people really, those who are in trouble and need most our help, is
Yes,
usually
exactly.
not very rich people.
That's the problem. It's the people who need the most help who haven't got the means. That is the
Mm,
problem. And same to me. I can't completely work for free anymore, but they give what they can, what is possible. Because
same as
yeah, there has to be an exchange. Otherwise,
yeah.
if there's no exchange, the energy is not going to be right. And that is an issue. So we have to come to some agreement to pay something or give something that is worth, that is an exchange. Otherwise, it's going to be not working well. The energy is going to not work in my favor and not work in the favor of the client.
Yeah, and on that note, we are finishing our broadcast. Thank you, everybody who was listening to us. Is there anything what you want to tell to our viewers today more?
Oh, well, I would just end with, there's always somebody there for you to support or give you the help. So don't think that you're alone. I would say be my last message for tonight, that people are not alone. They don't need to be alone. That's a choice as well. If you want to be alone in this, that is your choice. But please, if you feel you need support or help, you can reach out to Daiga, to me, or to other people, maybe in your area. You don't need to be alone in any kind of circumstance or situation. Because I've seen a lot of, over the last weeks, people who really, really were in a dark place. And even a close friend of mine who was in a very bad place. And it's not the place you want to be or stay in. So please do reach out if you have a difficult time. Don't sit there on your own and think there's no help.
Thank you very much, Sophie. And on that note, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Please reach out to us. And from our hearts to yours, thank you and God bless.